Hey everybody, it's Joy Packard. It is a Monday and it is a beautiful day today. I thought I would just get on here real quick in between. Been so busy trying to catch up from the weekend. I basically was not feeling very well, and so had to listen to my body and pretty much rested for the last 48 hours. So it feels amazing to be able to get back on track, and not completely 100% better, but so much better than Friday. So it's been awesome to be able to, you have to listen to your body sometimes. You are running all the time, just trying to get things done, and then you forget about taking care of yourself. So you have to put yourself first so that you can continue to do the things that you need to do. So I wanted to share with you, I was getting ready for the day, and I basically had this one video that I saw on this one website, and I loved it, and I wanted to share with you. It was called The Bus, and I don't know if, man, my signal is bad. That's why I have to keep on moving around. I'm not sure if you have seen that particular one, but it's by Gaia.com, or it was in there. And it had it's called The Bus. So I'm not sure if you've seen that particular little story, but I just watched it and sent it to my mother because I was actually just having a conversation with her about that. And what it is talking about is it had this this young man who basically was going to an assisted living place to see about seeing this particular lady. And so she basically was, I'll just tell you a little bit of the story. So she basically was, this man was waiting by a bus stop, right? And he was homeless, and his life was somewhat going not the direction that he wanted. And so basically he was sitting there, and this lady came up and sat beside him. And she was having conversation with him because she saw him there, and, she started talking to him. And even though he did not really want to talk because he was just kind of having a hard day, didn't really know when his next meal would be, didn't know where he was going to live, like I say, he was homeless. But she just said, I'm just going to have a conversation with you because we're waiting on a bus anyway, right? And so they struck up this conversation, and she found out how his life was, and how he told her how that was. And then he asked her, what are you doing? And she goes, I'm actually taking a bus. I'm on hospice. And, kind of shocked him a little bit and made him stop and think about what she was saying. So anyway, they ended up spending the day together, and she was showing him around. She was showing him around everywhere to where, where she worked, where she grew up, where her and her husband had been all these years. She had been married to her husband for 49 years, and now she was basically on hospice, but she was living her life, and she was living it to the fullest, and she was trying to teach him how to do that. And here she was taking a bus, and he was like, why are you taking a bus? And so she basically said, because, live your life to the fullest, live it the best that you can. And it really struck this young man. It was actually pretty tearful when I think about it. It was an amazing story. And she was just teaching him, to even show them getting ice cream. And so she was basically saying, live your life to the fullest because you just never know. And I just was watching that, and it just changed this young man's life. You should go watch it if you can. I don't even know if it's on YouTube. I was watching it in the Gaia, GAIA.com. I'm a membership, it's a membership site, and they had that little 15-minute video in there. And it really touched me because I was like, that is amazing, because here is this lady, and she's on hospice, and she's taking a bus so that she can live her life and meet people, and it showed them getting ice cream. Like I said, I thought that was so cool. Here she is, like she could just, be miserable and just not live. And she taught him, to live his life. And so at the end of the day, basically he came back and tried to see her again, and she had passed away a few days later or whatever. But there she was, this older lady that lived her life and was teaching him, create your moments. And I thought that's so up my alley, so up my idea of my theme. And I was just actually talking to my mother about that very thing this morning. So I sent her that video. And, I was telling my mom, my mom lives with us now, which is such a blessing to spend time with her. But, it's like, live your moments every single day, because you never know when your time will be. You never know how it will be. And I've kind of become this, firm pusher believer of that, to just take every single day and live your moments. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for, when it's going to be easier, where I can travel. I'm going to do this when, should write a poem about that. I'm going to do this when, you should do it now and plan it. So I actually had my mom, I wonder if she's working on that list. This morning I went up there and I made this list and I said, okay, Mom, on this side, I want you to write down all the things that you want to do while you are still here on this earth. And then on this side, write down all the reasons why you can or cannot make this work. And let's see what we can do. And it's kind of exciting because, it's like, as you wake up each day, as you wake up each morning, and you're deciding what are some of the things that I personally want to do? I was just, a friend of mine sent me this awesome thing about Bora Bora, and it reminded me of that is on my to-do list of where I want to go, right? And so, there's nothing that's not attainable. I mean, you can choose to do whatever you want to do, and you can do whatever it takes to get there, right? And that's something that we all have the ability to do, no matter where we are, no matter, what it is. It's all attainable. It's all right here. And it's all a matter of you, basically making that decision to do that particular task or go to that particular location, or, to get done what you want with your business, or whatever it is, whatever your goals are. It's all attainable, and it's living your life to the fullest, the best that you can. And so, if you don't feel good, then you can figure out what it is with your health to be able to do that. Or if you feel like you may not have enough money to take a trip, then you can figure out and break it down and figure out, how am I going to do that, right? Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you today. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. It is sunny today in Houston. It's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are starting to come on spring break mode pretty soon, so that's pretty exciting. Those of you who have not subscribed to the podcast, I wanted to always reach out to you and say, it's called Joy Reveals on iTunes. You can get it on Stitcher, a Stitcher app, Stitcher, if you're on Android. And it's awesome. We have 7 episodes. We have our first 2 interviews this week that I will be recording. That will be our first interview guest on the Joy Reveals podcast. So I appreciate those who've already subscribed, downloaded, and reviewed. It really helps the ratings of the show, the podcast, rise up. And I really, really enjoy. Lately, it's basically the goal setting and getting you, episodes 1 through 7. But we are going to be, as you hear in the intro, it's not just. We're going to be talking about mind and health hacks and travel and business tips on becoming the best version of you. We're going to be talking about Amazon. We're going to be talking about so many different topics. And that's why, the name of the podcast is called Joy Reveals, because each week we will rotate on whatever topic it's going to be. And I'm so excited to bring you some of the experts that are coming into so many fields that have changed my life. You're going to be hearing from 2 special women who I specifically picked to start off on other topics besides what I've been talking about. They are super special in my life, and they've changed my life. And I'm going to let them start off the Joy Reveals podcast with their topics. And I cannot wait to share their interview with you. So I have an interview with one of them tomorrow and an interview with the other one sometime this week. And that's so super exciting. So as you can tell, I'm kind of losing my voice doing all this podcasting stuff and recording, but it brings me so much happiness to share with you some of the things that are near and dear to my heart. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope whatever you're doing, you can listen to. If you're just coming on and haven't heard this whole Facebook Live, it was an amazing little 15-minute story video that I watched this morning that I shared with my mother. And you can maybe, I don't know if it's on YouTube or not, because it's on this membership site that I'm at. So anyway, live your life to the fullest, the best that you can. And I hope that you guys have learned something from this. You can share the video. You can, turn on your notifications in the corner for anytime we go live, you'll hear it. And like I say, feel free to download and listen and subscribe to the podcast. That would make me so, so happy. I would love to hear from you. You can PM me here if you, or post in the comments that you did so, or private message me. It would make me so, so happy. All right, you guys take care. I will talk to you soon.